Okay. Okay, I think I kinda get it now. I took a break. I took a little peek at the comments. Reread a couple of parts. And I can safely say, Ilya, Selena, you two came extremely close to your golden clover piece. Because it turns out, all you need to do in order to trigger her final clover is bring her to the end game. After the Program Master. That means, in the last part, I failed because I wasn't able to beat the last 83 points on the Program Master, even though he was so normal, because I had a total lack of stun ability. This is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous, you two. We were so close, you almost had it. You almost had it. If I was just a bit lucky, just a tiny bit lucky with the Program Master. I don't know why. Every time I reach that guy, it all goes through the gutter. Nothing works. He always goes absolutely crazy near the end, and then, at that point of time, my healer is not able to keep up. And if I don't have a stun, then we're doomed. I didn't even had the Momori flat healing combo that I used against the tank either, so I wasn't really able to rely on Momori at all. She was eating the hits like no tomorrow. At some point she was down to 130 HP. I wasn't even sure how she was still alive at that point, because it was literally, I think, 2-3 times of a normal HP mark? Yeah? It's crazy. Sometimes I'm surprised how stubborn Momori can be, and on other occasions, in other battles, she just dies. Huh. I guess she's something like a double-bladed, or rather a double-edged sword. Extremely powerful, but also extremely frail if you aren't careful enough. Right? But hey, at the very least now we know. I can safely say this is going to take a couple attempts, because I need to make sure that I get Joey. Let's be serious. The only person that I know who's confident against the Program Master is Joey. Because of his stun, because of his multiple options of party heal. Now I know Selena probably also has a party healing ability, right? I'm pretty sure she also had an ability like that. It just didn't have it because of the star shower. Yeah, it was the power of the moon. I didn't have that one. I only got the dark moon, the star shower. I should have gotten the power of the moon. Oh, such a shame. Such a freaking shame. And I would have loved to get the teardrop as well. The teardrop sounds like a really good thing. Lunar Curtain. Gain 2 barrier whenever an enemy receives a debuff. Maximum of 8. Ooh, right, I remember. In the last couple of attempts, I didn't even bother getting the Solar Flame Lunar Curtain thing going. And I think the Solar Flame is, technically speaking, kind of good. 2 damage every time we get a buff. If I combine that with Joey, who always strives for buffers, with Ironheart, if I could get Joey and Ironheart again, with the twins, that would be such a dangerous combo. It would be so good. I wouldn't even need to go for the high cost build. I could just go for the buff route. With high cost on the side, because why not? Because of those two, I have full control of my deck in general, so that would be perfect. It would be just perfect. I could literally look through my entire deck, assign the card combination that I want to get, and just be happy about it. Those two are actually really good. I just need the proper partner for them in order to actually beat the Program Master. That's the only thing. That's literally the only thing. Helena's literally able to rip everything to shreds. But the stun. If only she had the stun. I guess it's fine. But I'm still going to take a little break of them, seeing how I literally already attempted 3 runs with them. So I guess, instead of those two, how about we're going to focus on Leyrin and Nazar today, right? Yeah. We're going to focus on Leyrin and Azar today, because Azar still needs 1 clover, Leyrin still needs all 3 clovers, and a golden token, and one of you guys was so kind to tell me that it is possible to get the golden clover even without the story mode. On other characters, not on Helia and Selena, they need to be played on story mode, but all the others didn't actually needed the story mode from the looks of it. Which means I could have skipped all of the cutscenes. The whole time! I could have skipped all of the cutscenes without skipping them manually and risking the occasional forfeit because of a misclick. I could have skipped all of that trouble if I just knew about that. Oh well, at the very least now we know it, right? At the very least now we know it. Now, let's not get distracted anymore, right? Let's not get distracted anymore. It is time for us to read Leyrin's little description of craft equipment. Now, Leyrin is the head of the research lab and one of the most intelligent people in the Ark. Although she usually guards the lab, she sometimes descends to the Twisted Land herself to help with the investigation. Unlike the other investigators, she remembers the past. Leyrin creates barriers that protect her allies from critical damage, and she can create various opportunities for her teammate depending on the number of skills in hand. Now, I'm not entirely sure what that all means, but it seems like she's able to create equipment pieces. Craft equipment and relic obtained in the last failed playthrough. Oh, really? Really? Interesting. Interesting, so that means you can get the legendary stuff as well? Because I lost a couple of legendary items. Just saying. Would be very interesting if you could get those things back. I mean, I can already get the shield breaker back, which is probably really, really handy for us, right? Oh well, let's get started, right? So, okay, let's see, Leyrin, what do you got? Octagon Spiral. Octagon Spiral, successions, pain damage. If there are 5 or less skills in hand, take 6 damage whenever a skill is drawn. Based on healing power. So every time I draw, you're going to get extra damage. Which means if I had this in combination with, what's it called? That one relic that lets me redraw, I could do constant damage. Sounds very interesting. It lasts for 3 turns. So I can actually make use of Lucy's strong ability with this. Then we have Dragon Curve. Select skill to discard until there are 3 skills left in hand. Then for each skill discarded, deal 11 damage on a random enemy. I can discard with Leyrin. And that does damage. And I could quite possibly combine this with Ilya, who loves discard. He has an ability that constantly redraws itself. Okay. I see a gimmick here. Okay, I love that gimmick. This is actually really good. That's the first set of cards. 2 cards and I already like all of them. Healing Ark. Restores 1 mana for each ally at full HP. Really now? A maximum of 2, if I combine that with Ironheart. Imagine that. And it creates a barrier as well, because why not? If this buff is removed or the battle ends, restore health equal to the remain. It even has a passive healing, if you end the battle quickly. Aha! Okay. Well, I guess I would love to have the discard. Just in case I'm lucky and I get Ilya in the next campfire site. Would certainly be kind of nice if I got that. Healing Circle. If there are less than 5 skills in hand, remove 1 random debuff from the target. Healing Gauge Protection, 15 Barrier. Okay, I'm not entirely sure if this one is good or not. Infinite Spiral. Tracking cannot be fixed if this character takes damage when there are 5 or less skills in hand. Draw 1 skill. That skill is discarded after 1 turn. If I can give that to a tank, that's certainly going to be handy. I just need to force them to attack them though. So maybe another Dragon Curve might be better. Yeah, let's go for double Dragon Curve. I feel gutsy here. I feel a little bit gutsy here. Especially with the tactic plan that gives me more cards. Yeah, sure, why not? Sounds interesting. Let's just give it a try, huh? Let's just give it a try. Against the Cerberus of all guys. Okay, not so bad, but the Dragon Curves right now don't really do anything. I need a bunch of drawing cards before I can make full use of them. But that should be fine, right? I am going to get a lot of drawing cards either way once I start to level up Lucy some more, right? Okay then, another teapot, thank you very much. Come on, Ilya! If I could get Ilya right here, right now, that would be so freaking good! Like, so good! You wouldn't believe it, but I don't see the boy. Ah, shoot. This is not good. But technically speaking, Silverstein does in fact have the ability to draw. So I guess we can pick him up. Yeah, he is probably a really good option for them. And then we have craft item. You can craft relics. Requires an item of the same type or tier. I don't think I have that. Yeah, I can't really do that. Can I see which items I can make? Oh yeah, that's impossible. How am I supposed to get a heroic item at this point of time? Doesn't really seem very likely, I'm just saying, but it's fine. Thank you for giving me that option at least, right? Thank you for giving me that option, Leyrin. I appreciate it. Now let's max out Azar. And he still likes the manga. That's good. That's really good. This is going to make it a lot easier for us to max him out. Now, Azar. Can I ask you something? What is it? How did you manage to find me? What do you mean with that? Well, when I woke up at the Twisted Land, you said that you were searching for me. Did you know that I was lying here in the Twisted Land? Yes, you did. Well, yeah. Well, it couldn't have been easy. In this vast and maze-like Twisted Land. It's not such a big deal. You see, the starting points are always the same. Do you really want us to talk about that? Also, the changing structure of the Twisted Lands has a few set patterns. What? Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm always grateful to you for bringing me to the Ark, even though I lost my memories, and for teaching me a lot of things, and, of course, taking care of me. I think you're a good person, but sometimes I guess I just can't understand you. You can't understand me. It feels like you're not looking this way, but at a very faraway place. You sometimes make this face where it looks like you lost interest in everything around us. Azar, what were you doing before you joined the investigation team? Now that I think about it, there's still a lot that I don't know about you. I want to know more about who you are. Well, there's no need to know about me. Why? There's nothing you could gain from knowing that. What you need to know at your current state is what you can do to become stronger, and what you can do to activate the clock tower. Those kind of things. But still, I said there's no need to know about me, alright? This world is not my story, but yours, Lucy. You are the main character. For what reason do you think I'm helping you? Well, because at this point of time, we have become friends, right? The third friendship clover, sir. You can't deny it. You might fight against us, but at this point of time, we're friends. Right? I see. So you thought of me in that way, huh? You see, Lucy, sometimes I envy you. You envy me? Well, at the very least, you have a clear goal that was given to you. You have an important value in this world. Compared to that, I'm just a clone that lost his purpose because he forgot everything that he was supposed to do. But you can know about that, Lucy. Asa, I'm not sure what you mean, but I think you have your own value too, right? At the very least, I depend on you a lot, as I said. I would have died alone in the Twisted Land if you didn't come to find me, right? So, cheer up, okay? Oh, you know nothing, and you're still trying to comfort me? Well, you kinda seem down. Yeah, I suppose there's no point in complaining to you. Thanks, Lucy. I feel like my thoughts are clearing up now. Well, that's a relief. However, I'll never give up. One day, I definitely... I'm not sure what you mean, but there's something you want to achieve, right? I'll be rooting for you. Except of the fact when I kind of have to destroy you in combat in order to get my ending. But I guess that's fine. It is how it is, right? It is how it is. We are two opposite types of forces. You want that ending, I want this ending, and it just has to be that way. It just has to be that way. What's this? Draw a skill whenever there are 4 or less skills in hand. Okay. On sell for 1 turn. So I can redraw. Interesting. Dancing Swords. Whenever any party member casts a skill on an enemy, cast Illusion Sword at the same target. I don't really think I need that. And that's the skill that just charges up whenever it is just in the hand. Now the last time I wasn't really able to make full use of this. I was able to charge it up quite nicely, but it was more of a hindrance than a help, so maybe... I guess having an extra draw ability sounds nice. She's all about drawing after all. Seriously? Seriously. 1 turn. 1 turn. 1 turn. 1 turn. 1 turn. She hasn't even summoned 1 puppet yet. What? What? Oh god. Sure. Give it to her. Seriously? Really? Really? It still does damage. She's already dead. What? What is up with this? What is up with this? Okay. Sure, why not? Uh-huh. The Dragon Curve. Dragon Curve is not as helpful as the Pain Circle. I can say that at least. But my god. Let's activate the Möbius Circle, because I have less than that. And now if I had the Pain Circle, I could do so much more damage. I mean, I can still do damage. Right, I can still... My god. Seriously? Seriously? Uh-huh. Sure. Why not? It seems like we're going to have a lot of fun around here. A lot of fun. And I can give somebody more defense now. That's certainly going to be helpful as well. Is there anything in the shop that I would like to buy? The next gift is totally earned. I can already promise you that. This gift is totally earned. Now the question is, what could you possibly like? And you are still trying to give me that armor piece. If only I had legendary equipment that I could exchange for it. If only I had that option. But I guess it's fine. So she has 4 possible gifts. And she technically is a healer. And is deeply involved in science. And a doctor always uses medicine, ingredients, potion making. Joey liked milk. I mean, I have 4 muckwood. I can try it out. Joey didn't really like the medicine though, so I'm a bit suspicious about that. Doesn't really seem like every support likes medicine. Is this a gift? Oh my, thank you. Oh, this is muckwood. I've been looking for it. Oh yes, okay, wait. She has a special reaction. She might actually like it. I'm rather fond of muckwood. Yes! They can be used as cooking ingredients, brewed as tea, juiced as medicine, burned as insect repel, and even be used as potion ingredient. Okay. Okay. Good to see that you like it, Leyrin. It was a bit too much context though. Still, good to see that you like it. Now then, Lucy? I heard from Phoenix your memories are back, correct? Yes. Wait, Leyrin, did you just... Oh, is this my first time talking directly to you? Then I guess I should introduce myself once again, My name is Leyrin, and I'm a member of the Ark Project research team. Wow, but already how? I'm the one who created the potion that you drank. Of course, I didn't make it alone. Phoenix played a big part as well. Does that mean you also remember everything? Of course. Phoenix filled me in on everything that happened after the world changed. I imagine it was hard for you, Lucy. You've endured so much at such a young age. Well, it was certainly hard to you as well. Oh my god, I can embrace her. Yes. Go in. Go in for a hug. Oh my, Lucy. Let me stay like this for a moment. For once the girl can get a hug that doesn't involve somebody dying. Of course I have to pick this option. It's good to enjoy the moment, but we still have a goal ahead of us. That's true. I lend you my strength. I've only been supporting from a research center until now, but this time I plan to set up and fight. And I couldn't be more reassured knowing you're here with me, with all of your memories. Well, I'm not sure if having my memories back will make any difference in combat, but I still wanted to be of help to everyone in the final stretch. We can fight together. Thank you, Leyrin. Oh, don't worry, you already did a lot. You guys haven't seen the full combo, but my god! Holy damn! She did so much damage! Just because of Azar. Even the created skill from Azar counts as a card draw. And if you discard your whole hand and draw it again, it's gonna do so much damage! Oh, this is gonna be good. If played from hand, shoot the enemy with the mark of silver twice. Oh, really now? Well, I would need to swap this around. I want 2 of those circles. Dragon Curve is not bad, but 2 of those circles would be better. Okay, one little thing. Let's just pretend the last ring didn't happen, okay? I had a little accident. I ran into the tank. And if you run into the tank on expert without a healer that can actually heal, because all that she does is draw, let's just say I wasn't even able to attack him at all. Like, it was kind of soft lock. It was so bad. It was so bad. Oh god, please give me a healer. Yeah, I need to pick up a healer. I need a healer. I could even go for Sharon. But I need a good healer. Pressel, come here. I will not have that repeated again. That was hilarious and really bad. And I kind of regret that I didn't record it because it was freakish. A beautiful display about why you should always have a healer around. Right, Leyrin? You're not a healer. You're like Pressel. Just worse. Because you literally don't have a single healing spell. At least my Leyrin didn't have a single healing spell. She's all about attacks. All about attacks. This is a gift? Oh my, thank you. Well, this is Mugwood again. Oh, she really likes it. At the very least, she's always so eager for her gifts. That's good. That allows us to level her up much, much quicker, right? Much, much quicker. Lucy, do you mind if I borrow you for a second? Borrow? What for? Well, I want to do a simple test. A test? I mean, the memory restoration potion that you drank. Although neither of us seem to have suffered any side effects, I still want to run a few tests just in case. Because if something is up, she's the one who has to fix it. Or rather, she's the only one who's able to fix it. Ah, okay then. Thanks, it will only take a moment. So what are you doing? There seem to be no issues. Leyrin, you're like a doctor, huh? Really? Maybe it's because of the white coat, huh? In truth, I'm a programmer, not a doctor. But in a way, you made a keen observation. This place is a virtual world program. In other words, a computer world. And our current body consists of program data. The memory restoration potion that we drank is a side effect of the computer program and glitches, you know. Wow, you talk fast. My apologies. I did it again. When I focus on something, I have a habit of rambling without listening to anyone else. I mean, I would love to learn more about it, you just need to slow down a little. But I guess she learned a lot, even though she was only able to pay attention to half of it. It's fine, I learned a lot. I think someone had a similar reaction before. Well, if you're fine with it, it's all good. But Lucy, are you sure that you're okay? Well, didn't you say there weren't any issues? Oh yeah, there wasn't anything wrong with the checkup, but how should I say it? The potion you and I drank are supposed to bring back all the memories that we lost inside of the loop, right? This is a bit hard to say, but you must have died countless times throughout your life, right? So I was a little worried about how you were doing mentally. Well, for now, I don't think it's nearly as bad as you fear. Tens of thousands of deaths are definitely imprinted into my head, but it's not enough to face me. What? Oh, that's a bit surprising. Usually people get shattered after a couple of hundreds, and you experience thousands. A lot of things happened to me while I was creating that potion. For example, I once made a potion that melted my body. I instantly died from a potion side effect, and once the crafting table exploded and I got caught in the aftermath. I'm constantly reminded of those deaths from the previous loops, and because I remember those sensations so vividly, I felt a sort of PTSD whenever I see a potion. Oh, really? Well, on the contrary, I don't really feel anything. How can that be? You're the one with the most deaths! Well, I've died a lot more than you have, but I haven't been just dying. I've experienced a lot throughout the loops, overcoming those deaths and growing as a result. That is why I'm not afraid of anything anymore. Aha, I see. Well, I guess you're right. I might have been worried about nothing. I'm sorry, Lucy. No, it's okay. But this is certainly interesting in a different sense. How you feel about death, no matter how many times it happens. In other words, how you deal with PTSD. As for me, there were a lot of things, the self-defense mechanism, okay, Leyrin. The question is your ability to walk, okay. It's alright, you can talk as much as you want. There she goes again. I just wish she was a tiny bit slower. I think she was trying to explain something important there. It's just way too fast though. It's just way too fast. Oh wait, I should probably eat one of the breads. Yep, My attitudes are a little bit hurt, and I don't want to risk anything right now. Now, can I get something interesting? What's this? It has an additional time for each time it has been discarded. Oh, really? And if I discard it, draw the skill again. Oh, you know what? Yeah. How about we give that skill a try? That sounds actually really great. I just need to get the Möbius. No. I just need to get the Dragon Spiral again. It's fine. Calm down. We can just kill it with draws. The power of infinite draws. I need more MP. This team is good, but I need more MP. The Warrior Potion, on the other hand, might come in handy, so of course we're going to take that one along. At the very least, oh my god! Yes. Yes. Oh, the power of draw, you say? The power of draw! I see. I see. This is gonna be fun. I just need to keep the run alive. I just need to keep the team alive. And then they can literally rip the enemies apart with just constant draws. All that they need to do is constantly drawing. Nothing else. Just draw. Infinite draws. The circle, preferably. So that we never have the issue. In which case I won't be able to reapply that debuff. I want to be able to reapply it whenever it is needed. That is certainly a good option to have for Leyrin, right? Certainly. Now then. Is this a gift? Oh my! Thank you! So, what is her third level? Let's see. Leyrin? Yes? What is it, Lucy? Is this the first time that we've met? Well, have we ever met before when the Ark project started? Ah, is that what you mean? I'm not sure. Probably not. I was the last among the researchers to join the Ark project, and I had the least amount of time to train. Oh, but although you might not have seen me before, I've definitely seen you before. Really? You used to hang out in the research sector to look for your dad. Well, I didn't go to hang out, I went to check up on my dad. My dad really can't do anything on his own except of work, so I need to look out for him. You two have a good relationship, huh? Come to think of it, I think I've seen you before, but it's only after we entered the virtual world. Really? You see, right after I entered the virtual world, my memories became a little fuzzy. Even after drinking the potion? Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? At first I thought it was a side effect of that potion, but seeing as you're just fine, maybe there's some other issue. Well, that's strange. Well, anyways, I think this is the first time that we have a proper conversation, so I guess you could consider this our first meeting. But why do you ask? Well, I just thought it was fascinating. I've never talked to you in real life, and yet we've met here in the virtual world to talk about real life, right? Well, that's true. I've had a similar feeling when talking to Phoenix. I sometimes think about it this way. The whole Ark project and the cold sleep business, it's all because of the global cooling phenomenon, right? Or rather, the Great Catastrophe. If the Great Catastrophe never happened, we would have all lived in peace, but we wouldn't have made the connection we have today thanks to the Ark project, right? That's true. But Lucy, even if the Great Catastrophe didn't happen, there was no guarantee that we would have lived in peace. What? Really? You might have been too young to realize at the time, but the world was already in a chaotic state even before the Great Catastrophe. Really? At the time, society made everyone isolated from one another. Technology had advanced to the point where we no longer needed each other, and nobody desired family or children. The standard of living people wanted has increased rapidly, and everyone was becoming unhappy as a result. people blaming others for the cause of their unhappiness, and this created a vicious cycle where people started hating one another. The media and the internet took advantage of this to push out sensational articles, which created further conflict to divide the people. Oh. As a result, people started to lose faith in humanity itself, and resentment for others kept building and building until a group like the Ashen Order started to emerge and wreak havoc. But do you know what is interesting? Before the global cooling phenomenon became serious, society paid no attention to it and remained chaotic, but once the Great Catastrophe hit, everyone's lives were in danger. People actually began to change. People began to respect and need each other in order to survive, as if nothing had ever happened before. Of course, a few extremists who had not changed were still causing trouble, but compared to the previous society, the vast majority of people banded together to survive. As a result, countless collaboration projects, such as our own Ark project, were launched, bringing humanity together for the first time in centuries. I, too, never belonged anywhere, and didn't trust others until the Great Catastrophe. Although I joined very late, I still feel a great amount of attachment and a sense of belonging to the Ark project. And I think this project allowed me to learn the value of true friends that I'd only seen in books and movies. In a way, it's a little sad that it takes a crisis on the level of human extinction to get people to work together. But another way to look at it is, maybe the Great Catastrophe gave us an opportunity to finally come back together. I see. Oh, look at me. I'm sorry, did I start talking to myself again? No, not this time. I must have forgotten you were here. No, I learned a lot again. It's okay. This time I really learned a lot, unlike the other times when we were just way too fast. So you didn't learn much the other times, huh? Well, that's fine. But there's one thing that's still bothering me. As you said, if the Great Catastrophe brought humanity back together, isn't that a good thing? Well, from the perspective of humanity, yes. Then is it unnecessary to go out to the real world? What do you mean with that now? Well, if humanity can only come together when we are on the brink of extinction, doesn't that mean that once the Great Catastrophe and the Ark project is over, we might all just split apart again? Like last time? That's true. People bond together over greater evil. That's why they always seek a villain, so that they can form groups. I thought about it after hearing your story, but this world seemed to work on a similar principle, intentionally or not. Everyone in the investigation team is united under one cause, which is to activate the clock tower. If humanity really does need an ordeal to come together, then what I'm about to do is... No, that's not it, Lucy. What? I'm sorry, I must have confused you even more. What I'm saying is only based on the end results. It still wouldn't justify giving up on the real world. It wouldn't? It is true that people come together in the face of inevitable ordeals, but that doesn't mean that we should intentionally create ordeals to bring us together. Everything should follow the natural order. There's no reason for you to think that far ahead and change your mind. That's true. You're right. I guess that was silly of me. Thank you, Leyrin. You've helped me steer my resolve once again. Oh my, please, I was only offering advice. In the end, you're the one who needs to think of your own actions. Leyrin, I think you're really wise and considerate. It's a shame that I only got to talk to you now. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Now that we've got to know each other, we can talk as much as we like once we finish the Ark project and go out to the real world, right? So please, keep up the good work, Lucy. The way how she talked about the Great Catastrophe, bringing people together, the Ashen Order. She's not a doctor, but she's actually a programmer. And if she knows how to program, there's a chance she might be able to hack as well. We still haven't really figured out who the betrayer actually is. We know for a fact that Phoenix and Leyrin were responsible of recreating the betrayer potion for Lucy, and that was all a gamble because she had no idea how to actually make it. But if you think back, further back, the betrayer potion was unfinished when it was developed, or rather when they put it into the game. That's a thing that happened. They didn't have enough time to finish the potion. They made an unfinished potion, put it somewhere in the game world, and it still needed to be completed at some point of time. You would need some knowledge about the game data in order to do such a feat. And check for side effects. If she knew which kind of side effects might appear, because she already had some experience with that, maybe through other people, like how her memories after the loops are also kind of fuzzy, maybe she made sure that once the new world's created, all of her is destroyed as well, because she didn't have any connections before. She was also one of the last people to join. I'm pretty sure the betrayer didn't have a chance to join early. The first scene when they got inside was 1 week before the Ark project start. I don't like the thought of this, especially after that beautiful scene between Phoenix and Leyrin. But now I'm suspicious of her. Please don't do this to me, okay? You're rambling on for so much. I don't even know what you most of the time you're talking about. And usually speaking, a liar needs to wrap the listener in with so much context that they just stop thinking about them. That is one of the techniques to bring somebody to trust you, or rather to force somebody to trust you. You continue your story, add more and more details to your elaborated story to make them believe in you that you have absolutely no connection whatsoever to the actual bad guy. Like in that one movie that I've watched, where the villain acted like an innocent little girl, only to turn around, kill everyone in the room, and just go in the next room. Oh, please don't do this to me, Leyrin. I swear, if you turn out to be that bad guy in the next game, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna be so angry. I'm gonna be so angry. Already done. First turn. Holy frick. 3 first class to heavens. God. Yeah, those. Oh no! Don't attack her. She's good. She's gonna give us a buff. She's gonna give us a buff. It's all fine. But yeah, those 3 are working wonders together. They're working wonders together. They had like 1 HP. I had to revive one of them because it's kind of difficult to heal them up again because they have a bit of a lack of heals. But other than that, they work quite nicely with each other. Right, Ilya? You have a really good time with them. Now we just need anybody that can stun. If we had anybody around that can stun, that would be great. Yeah, we still have a reaction around here, so that's good. Hey there, Leyrin. How's it going, huh? Finally, everyone knows the truth now, huh? Are you okay? I'm okay. After all, I already drank my memory restoration potion, just as you. Well, I did hear something like that from Phoenix. That potion, Phoenix made it with you, right? That's correct. When Phoenix first told me, I doubted the odds, but thanks to our continued effort, we were able to create the potion at last. That is why I can relate to how everyone else is feeling right now. They must be afraid. The reality they believe in came crashing down, and they realized that they weren't their true selves. At least my personality didn't seem all that different from reality, but the bigger the difference, the worse it must felt. And that is why I wanted to make everyone drink that potion. Their memories aren't fully there yet, and they'll forget everything again in the next loop. But Phoenix said it would be difficult to create more than that potion, or rather of that potion. Yes, it was already quite troublesome to create enough for you and me. Besides, their memories will be back once we go out to the real world. Phoenix said that too, and told me what's the point of telling the truth when their memories will just come back anyways, but I still think that they deserve to know. Since we are all combining our strength to stop Azar, they can't be left clueless on their own on why they have to fight him. Yeah, I think you're right, Lucy. All this time, I haven't really been much of help. However, even someone like me has the power to fight in this world. So let's stop Azar together and go out to the real world, Lucy. Of course. Thank you, Leyrin. Leyrin seemed composed. Well, she already knew about this fact, but she still gets the red borderline. I'm not entirely sure why that is. I thought that was a sign of mistrust. And he's screaming in my face. Hey, Ilya, how's it going? Are you fine? You calmed down so quickly. Hello. Don't calm down all of a sudden after such a scream. I'm totally fine though. Why are you smirking now? Don't you feel anything, you know, about the truth of this world? Nah, who cares, as long as it is fun. In that sense, this world is the best entertainment of all times. It's even clearer for me now that I've looked at the archives. How did I not realize how fun this world truly was? I have so many things I want to try from now on. What? Ilya, what kind of memories did you remember? You're acting like a completely different person now. Before you were shy, and now you're smug. I mean, you know that you're strong, but still, a different person? Come on now. This is the real me, isn't it? Now that I realize who I am, I'm just acting like my real me. Or do you want to lecture me on how I should be acting? Well, I like being free more than anything. But the question is, why did you show me this? Lucy, you're not gonna ask me to help you go out to the real world, right? If it's like that, just know that I have zero intention of helping you. Wow. Wouldn't it be just a waste to end such a fun world like this? I mean, it's only fun because it's your first time. You don't remember all the previous times, right, Ilya? Azar went crazy because of this. He got so sick and tired of everything. You're gonna lose that flair as well at some point. Well, at the very least, it seems like he's quite entertained, not as depressed as the others. Which is a good thing, I guess, but a bit unsettling. It's a bit unsettling. Now then, let's move on to the next stage. I need to bring them to Azar, if that is even possible. I mean, one of you guys said that it is. I'm just gonna believe that that is actually the case. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose a lot of my progress. So, the moment of truth. Yes, it seems like I can reach Azar's room without any further issues. The statue is present, it is glowing. I just need to put the necklace in and then we can already be on our way. Which is good. Which is really, really good. Let's put it on one of the drunkenness things. Yeah. One of the drunkenness, if I'm able to draw them again, that's certainly going to be quite handy for us. I'm just still a little bit worried in general, because let's be serious, my win quota against the Program Master is really bad. Like really, really bad. But we will see. It can't be impossible. It cannot be impossible. Right, Leyrin? It can't be that I'm always stuck at the Program Master without Joey or Ironheart. It can't be. So, Azar is just ahead of here, huh? Yeah. It feels like we had the final battle. How are you, Leyrin? Are you feeling okay? Yeah, better than ever. I've only just begun finding as an investigator when I regained my memories. Maybe it's because the lab equipment was so good, but I managed to support everyone on a level compared to any other investigator. Or maybe you just had a talent all along. Oh please, I never even played a video game in my life. Well, for some reason, Leyrin, you feel much more trustworthy than the others. I feel like it's oddly reassuring when you're here with me, like an older sister who's always taking my side. Is that the image you have of me? Yeah, maybe because your memories were back by the time that we started talking. Before you drank that potion, we didn't really interact all that much, beside a few times when I visited the research lab. Well, the truth is, I once heard your entire story from Phoenix, and after I drank the potion and realizing the truth, I briefly thought about something. About what? If restoring your memories was really the right thing to do. What? Why? Well, as you may know, when you drink that potion, it brings back all of the memories that you've forgotten. But I didn't want you to relive all of the pain you've endured for so long, and I thought it would have been too cruel for you to bear such a heavy burden, so we could go out to the reality and... Of course, it's not like there was any other alternative. Since we've already come this far and had no alternative, we had no choice but to revert your memories. But even now, I still wonder if this was really the right thing to do. Rain. Well, that's very sweet of you. Huh? Well, of course, I'd be lying if I said the events up to this point weren't painful. But I told you last time, right? I was able to grow in the process. If I had forgotten all the hard and painful memories, I'd still be repeating the same mistakes, and I wouldn't have been able to grow like the way I have. That is why I'm grateful for you, Leyrin, so there's no need to worry about it. Oh, Lucy. As expected, you're not just a little kid anymore. I'm ashamed of myself for assuming that you would struggle just because you're young. Well, I told you, I'm fine. Alright, Lucy, we've had enough small talk. This is the conclusion for both the virtual world as well as the Ark project. The fate of humanity is at stake, and I'm ready to fight to the death. And just like that, the Golden Clover. Everyone has such an easy time to get the Golden Clover, they just need to reach a Tsar. Why does the twins need to be the Tsar and the Program Master? It's kind of unfair if you think about it. Right, Ilya? Ilya, just hear me out for more... Huh? Ilya? What are you looking at so seriously? A paper? Lucy, can I have a moment? It's a crossroad of fate. You decide whether I should go out or not. What do you mean? So you changed your mind? Never mind. That's all I need to know. You've hesitated for enough now. Ilya, let's go out to the real world. Oh, maybe I should go out after all. But I'm still a little hesitant, Lucy. Do you want to try to convince me? Yeah, sure. Well, first of all, this is not where you should be. We need to return to where we belong. Where we belong. Also, this is our one and only chance. We miss this opportunity, we'll never be able to go out to the real world again. So please, come along. Is this really okay with you, Ilya? Well, that's definitely true. There's only one chance to decide. And if I don't go out, I might come to regret it. That's right. On top of that, there are people waiting for us in the outside world. Their life depends on us. For the sake of humanity, we have no choice but to go out now. Yeah! Lucy, so you were thinking much deeper than I expected. Okay, I'll trust your judgment. Really? So you're going to help? Even though you have so much fun around here? Help? Help with what? What do you mean? Hold on, let me move out of here. Womp? What? Whoa, amazing! When I got out of the room, I found all sorts of treasure and XP! What? What are you doing, Ilya? Oh, this! Well, this is a strange board game that I found at a game shop in the Ark. I brought it with me when we departed, and it's so much fun. When did you have the time to buy that? We didn't make a return trip! You shouldn't have been able to buy this! And why would you buy it? Back then you didn't have the memories! Just a moment ago I was stuck on this event called Crossroad of Fate, where I had to choose if I wanted to leave the tile or not. One side is a cursed event, on the other side is a treasure event, so the probability was around 50-50. But when I chose to go out as it advised, I got a treasure event. Just as expected of Lucy. Ilya? You mean you weren't thinking about whether or not to go out to the real world? Isn't it so cool? In this virtual world, there's no such thing as video games. But you can mix mana into a parchment and use it like a portable game Oh, really? Hey, listen to me! What? Alright, the real world. Do we really have to go out? Come on! So you're just going to send it for the virtual world? Well, it's not so bad around here, right? And who knows, if it's Azar, maybe he'll make our life in the virtual world a lot better. Please think about this seriously. It's not a simple matter you should just decide on a whim. Well, I am always serious, right? Ilya! Okay. I'll think about it some more. Again, this isn't just about us. The life of all humanity are in our hands. Rebuilding civilization will certainly be hard and painful, but there's more meaning in creating a new and better era with our own hands, right? Also, even if you stay in the virtual world, if the loop disappeared according to Azar's plan, it will be challenging to stay alive in this dangerous... Yeah, okay, that's it. I finally got it. You got it? What? Lucy, I've made up my mind. Let's go out of... Wait, really? Let's go out to the real world? Wow, Ilya. So my persuasion finally got through to you? Well, you see, Lucy, if we stop Azar and manage to complete the Ark project, we'll become the savior of humanity, right? And we'll be in the history books. Yeah, I guess that's true. Respect, fame, honor, and influence from all of humanity. Anything is possible if you have all of that, right? In other words, it's like gaining the power to control the whole world! Okay, what are you talking about? Ilya, did you even hear anything that I said? A life of killing monsters in this world as an investigator might seem fun, but standing at the top of all of humanity? How could I pass up on that offer? Anyways, that's what I decided. So let's go and work hard together, Lucy. Really? Well, that's a little different from what I've expected. What's the problem? You asked me to help you go out to the real world, right? And I'm saying I'll gladly help. With all my heart, even. Or do you mean to say that you don't need me because I'm too weak? Oh, no. Don't get mixed up with this world's Ilya all of a sudden. Don't worry about it, Lucy. Even if I look this way, I'm a man who can stand up when I need to. Well, that's true. Just like that. Not a golden token. So we have one girl that has never touched a game in her life. And we have one boy that only cares about gaming and having fun. And they form such a great combination with the discard and everything. It's like they found each other's equal. It's kind of great if you think about it. Once again, against Azar. Oh, what joy, what fun, right? What joy and what fun. But I would say I'm going to save that for the next part, because I just noticed we're already going a little bit overboard, huh? Yeah, the part is already quite long. I hope you guys had fun in today's part, and see you in the next part, when I'm going to absolutely obliterate Azar and the Program Master, or at the very least, die trying. I'm gonna try my best. The discard team is always a bit luck dependent, and we all know how terrible my luck can be. But it's gonna be fine. We will be able to handle it. Somehow. Until next time. Bye bye!